Hi guys! Today I have a great recipe for you whenever you're craving some sweets but you are trying to be good. Also, this is a great way to use those bananas that are going really brown and you don't want to eat them like that. So this is a great recipe to use those as well. So today I'm gonna show you how to make these delicious banana peanut butter cookies. And they're great with, wait a second, with a cold glass of milk. The first thing that you will need for this recipe is 2 very ripe bananas, and by very ripe I mean like this black, like both of these are. This is riper, but also the bananas that are like this are good already. This is really soft inside, and you want to use bananas like this because they have more flavor in them. So what we are going to do now is we are going to mash the bananas first, and I prefer to do that on a plate. And then I'm just gonna mash it with a fork until it's nice and smooth, so until it's like a puree, banana puree. So now I have a nice puree here, and I'm gonna grab my mixing bowl and transfer the banana puree into the bowl. Then you also want to add the egg. And now you want to just give it a short mix. Now I have my peanut butter here, but as you can see it's quite thick, so it's not butter-like. And what I want to do is I want to just shortly melt it so that it becomes a little bit runnier, and it will be easier for me to combine it with the rest of the wet ingredients. So I microwaved my peanut butter for about 30 seconds. It didn't become runnier really, but it is smoother. If you're thinking you can see pieces and lumps there, that's because this is crunchy peanut butter, so it has pieces in it, but it's become really smooth, and that will help me to mix it in with the rest of the wet ingredients. And I'm gonna add it in now. And again, you just want to mix the peanut butter in with the rest of the wet ingredients. And then we're just going to add the dry ingredients. So I have here my flour mixed with the baking soda and baking powder, and I'm gonna sieve it into the wet ingredients. And then I'm also gonna swap to a spatula because it's gonna be just a little bit easier for me to mix everything in. So once you've mixed in the flour, you can still see the batter is quite soft and it's quite wet. So we are going to add the oats now. So the cookie batter is ready now. This is the kind of consistency that you want. And I have tested this recipe already once and I wasn't completely happy with it. So I want to add something extra to this, but if you want you can keep it like this and just make the cookies like this. But I thought I want to add something sweet because we don't have really any sugar apart from the bananas in here. So I wanted to add some raisins. So you could add from 1 to 2 handfuls of raisins, or you can add chocolate chips if you want, but because I want to keep these kind of healthy. I don't want to add any artificial sugar, so I'm just sweetening with the raisins, but I think it would taste really nice with some chocolate chips. And you can use dark chocolate chips that have really low amount of sugar in them. So just mixing until the raisins are combined. Then you need a baking tray and laid with a parchment paper. I have a baking tray that comes with a silicone mat, so I'm gonna use that. But you can also use just regular parchment paper. And then you want to portion the batter with a tablespoon. And I'm just spreading it a little bit on the baking sheet with the spatula. So my cookies are ready to hit the oven, and as always you can find the detailed baking instructions in the description box. Once you've baked the cookies, you want to remove them from the oven and allow them to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes before you remove them from the baking tray. And you want to remove them to a cooling rack and allow them to cool completely. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you will enjoy a couple of these delicious peanut butter banana cookies. If you did enjoy this recipe, and if you did like the cool way to use those bananas that are going bad, then don't forget that thumbs up for support and subscribe for some more delicious recipes. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time. Don't forget to dip.